Here from Emotug Charter High School, Lloyd Wilson with you as we're now gathered around the circle to have the players meet each other. But welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting set for tip-off. Game one of 5 games this afternoon, or we should say this morning to start it off. We'll get you the starting lineups in just a few moments right before the tip-off, but coaches, again, just having a conversation more likely for the reason for this event that we're having here today. This is an opportunity for high schoolers or those who may not get the same limelight for recruitment. This is an opportunity to put game tape on the court and possibly hand off to some coaches. There's some coaches here today actually in the stands. You never know who's watching you. That's the beauty of social media. That's something me and my producer were talking about a little bit off air. It's a great opportunity for these young men to put some real tape on the court. As you can see, the starting five on the court right now. Again, throughout, we'll get you those starting lineups officially. We're actually being handed them right now. So for the white team, Colby Williams, Kai Jackson, Amin Conway, Darius Frazier, Malachi Montgomery. As the first shot overshot. Now here's Team White with it. Mark Hill, number 13. To the far side, Frazier attacking the basket. This one stolen from the blue team. 2-on-1 rather in transition. A great block from behind. Block made by DeMarcus Phillips. And on that drive was Lasan Williams standing at 6 feet. This inbound pass is stolen away. Here comes the white team. Down the lane, Montgomery then dumped it down to Okibata. He was stripped, so it'll stay white possession. Okibata inbounds this one and has this one stolen away. Hajier Davis on the attack decides to bring this one back out near side wing. Here's Jabril Dennison. He'll shoot a three. That's no good. Rebounded by Montgomery. Frazier on the far side, swinging out to the near side wing. Here's Hill asking for the screen. Doesn't decide to use it. Tries to go behind the back, loses his handle. Now kicks it to Okibata. Looks like he almost double dribbled. He's attacking the lane. Has this one stolen away for a brief moment. Still on the far side. White with the possession. Picked up the dribble. Okibata in the lane. Great pass down low. No good for the first shot attempt. Brings this one back out. And then a blocking foul will be called on team two. That's Aiden Brown. His first personal. Driving in the lane against Tuing. This one stripped away. Team two on the attack. Here's Aiden Brown down the lane. Kick out. That one no good. Hits off back iron. Rebounded by Phillips. Phillips almost got away with the carry. Here's Frazier. Frazier, contested shot over two defenders, and it's good. 5-0 in favor of the white team. That's Taylon Hawkins standing at 5 feet. And the blue team finally gets on the board thanks to Lasan Williams. Goes behind the back, attacking. Kicks out to Frazier. Frazier with a man in his face. This one came up short, an air ball. Rebounded by Davis. Davis attacks. No good. A foul, though, will be called on the floor. And they say it was actually it'll be called on the floor. That short came up short, rebounded by Frazier. Frazier by himself, attacking, loses the ball on the way up. And it'll be a foul. A reach-in foul will be called on Jabril Dennison. So they call it in the act of shooting. So at the line for two is Frazier. So the official starting five for Team 1, Mark Hill, DeMarcus Phillips, Obina Okabada, Malachi Montgomery, and Darius Frazier. And the official five for Team 2, Hassan Williams, Hajir Davis, Talon Hawkins, as that shot goes awry. Aiden Brown, and to finish it out is Jabril Dennison. So that's the five on the court now for each team as this one goes up short. Jabril Dennison under the basket trying to fight for the rebound. And then coming away with it is Team 1. Skip pass ahead by himself. Off the glass, no good. But called in the act of shooting. Going to the line for two will be Mark Hill. Again, you're tuning into Urban Sports Rescue Incorporated. Showcase organizers Rasul Haj and Richard Gullion. As the first shot from Hill comes up short. Both shots come up short for Hill. Now here's Team 2 on the attack. Williams attacks, top of the key. Now to the far side, one-on-one. Frazier shadowing him. This shot for three, no good. Rebounded by Hill. Hill attacking the middle, slows down the pace. Attacks inside, now ready for the pass was Phillips. Dennison nearly stripped here on the near side sideline. Doesn't decide to take the screen. Attacks, that one blocked from behind. And in transition with the right-handed lay will be Malachi Montgomery. So 8-2 in favor of Team 1. After the impressive block from Okibata, standing at 6-1. And then to finish it off in transition, Malachi Montgomery. And we already have a substitution for Team 1. Coming in now is Luis Torres, and sitting down is Mark Hill. 8-2 in favor of Team 1. Team 1 wearing the white jerseys, Team 2 wearing the blue. And McNair also comes into the game on the attack and fouled off the glass. No good. We'll see if they'll call this in the act of shooting. They said that foul will be on Luis Torres, who just checked into the game. Foul will be called on the floor. And then right under the basket, and blocked from behind from Phillips on the far side, losing the handle and picked up by Frazier. Frazier goes between his legs and playing great defense was Williams. Here's Torres, who just got that quick foul. He attacks the lane with the right hand. His first points of the afternoon. Asking for the screen is Hawkins. Hawkins trying to do a quick pick and roll. Mid-range Jimmy, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Torres comes up with it. Torres on the attack, ahead to Frazier. Frazier picks up, and foul will be called on number 44, Yaya Daiko. So Dennison sits down for Team 2 along with number 38 in Brown. And Yaya Daiko comes into the game along with Medee McNair. First shot from Frazier is pure. Second shot no good, rebounded by Daiko. 11-2 your score in favor of Team 1. Long range shot, no good. Hits top of the backboard. Out of bounds. 12:45 left to go in this first half. Again, these high school players getting ready for, the big stage, whether it be college or with the way that things go now, as Frazier is on the attack, off glass is good. Extends this lead now 13-2. But with the way things are, you never know. Some of these guys might automatically be able to go to the big leagues or a step below it. But we have to see what the new rule is now with the NBA G League, rather Ignite team being disbanded. So interesting to see how that whole situation turns out. And there were some great players that came from that G League Ignite team. Scoot Henderson with the Portland Trailblazers. Jalen Green with the Rockets. A lot of those young guys coming from high school or even some guys from overseas got opportunity to play essentially close to the NBA. Frazier with the rebound after 2 missed free throws from Hawkins. Frazier on the attack, being aggressive early, switching direction, not able to get that one. Dyko here with the ball passing half court. Coming to get the basketball is McNair. McNair between the legs, trying to cross up. Torres almost got the steal on the attack, bouncing off, and nice way to adjust his body in midair was Lasan Williams. Torres under the basket, but he stepped out of bounds. Lasan Williams, 6-foot shooting guard. Substitution being made as Mark Hill will come back into the game for Team 1, and Darius Frazier takes a seat. Fadeaway shot in the mid-range, pure. Medee McNair gets on the board for the first time tonight. And then this one blocked from behind for a brief moment by Dennison. Kicks out, no good from 3 from DeMarcus Williams. And on the attack, bounce pass inside, underhand layup is good by Williams. And here's Team 2 going on a bit of a run, 13-8. Cut that deficit now down to 5. They try to go inside, nearly stolen away. Losing a shoe is Okibata, and action still goes on. Down the other way, laying up it in to make this now a 3-point game. The lay-in by McNair. Substitution from Team 2 as Talon Hawkins sits down. And going into the ballgame back is Aiden Brown. Here's Torres from Philmont Christian Academy. Averages 10 points, 3 steals, 3 assists, and leads his team. Torres wasn't able to handle the pass that time. On the attack, sprays out to Dennison. Wide open shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound. We'll see who this last time. Dennison came out of nowhere to get the rebound and kept his possession alive. Mid-range shot, no good, and rebounded by Phillips. What hustle that time by Dennison to come out of absolutely nowhere. On the attack is Phillips, and then getting the reach in was Phillips, rather Dennison. They inbound this one to Hill. Torres on the far side, keeping his dribble. Straight on three-pointer. This one too strong from Hill. Aiden Brown on the far side. Dennison now in the near side corner, telling everyone to clear out. Dennison tried to attack but loses the handle. Crosses over, goes inside, double clutches with the left hand, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Dennison gets his own rebound. Back up, that one no good. Dennison with a third offensive rebound. Fadeaway shot is good. 3 tries and Dennison comes away with it. On the attack, wasting no time and foul. They say don't count the bucket. Is coming down in a rush was Montgomery. But the foul occurred before the shot, so they'll inbound it in the near side short corner. Okibata, and they try to get it right back to Montgomery. That one tipped away. Folks, it's now a 1-point game in favor of Team 1, 13-12. Torres comes to get in the near side wing. Setting the screen. Mid-range shot. Dennison fouls him on the jump shot. Torres comes up short on the first free throw attempt. Torres' second shot rips the net, extends this lead now 14-12. One possession game in favor of Team 1. Williams, jab steps, spins, and this one, he's able to win. Rashawn Williams put his man in the spin cycle. Mid-range shot on the other end. That one hit side iron. That shot no good by Hill. Hill gets it right back. Floater, not able to get the roll. Fighting for the rebound. Team 2 comes up with it. Here's Dennison now. Trailing up the sideline. He loses the ball handle. But luckily it goes right to McNair. McNair getting the screen. Long range three. They take the lead for the first time this afternoon. On the shot, Mehdi McNair. Trying to respond with a three-pointer of his own on the far side. That one's good. And that shot ties the game up at 17, but coming to the sideline and on the bench limping was Rashawn Williams. That last shot made by Marcus Phillips to tie it up at 17 apiece. Torres ahead. Gives it now to Phillips once again. Top of the key, that shot no good. And then losing his footing and nearly turning the ball over. They say it'll be a jump ball. Hawkins possibly stepped on a wet spot. McNair on the far side. They try to get it to Hawkins, but they turn the ball over. To Marcus Phillips. Goes to prep charter, setting at 5'11", who is a point guard and averages 12 points. They dump it inside, try to do the give and go. Okebada got the steal for a brief moment, and then with a reach-in foul on Team 1. Substitution coming in as Darius Frazier re-enters the game, and taking a seat will be Okebada. So Dennison will take a seat. His replacement is on the far side, and that's Williams, who was out the game for a brief moment because he was a little gimpy. Rather, Williams still on the bench. As this three-point rainbow shot, no good, fighting for the rebound. And coming up with it, I believe, is Phillips. Phillips showing some hustle play. As Phillips was able to get the ball and call a timeout. So Williams still on the bench, but scoring still coming from Team 2 in various ways. Talon Hawkins leading the way, and Mehdi McNair also with some burst of speed. Again, folks, I'd like to remind you that this is an opportunity for high schoolers to show their skills and, you know, again, put some tape on the court to possibly give some coaches. Again, the whole reason that this is, the reasoning for this event is to, again, have the tape, but also give it to coaches who may not, you know, really scout these certain players or certain players in different areas. This is a way for you to show coaches what you can do when pretty much your team is just being thrown together. Here's Torres on the attack right after the timeout. Could have got away, or nearly got away with the travel. He's swinging around. Here's Phillips. Retreats his way back to the wing. Decided to use the screen, but nothing there. And then the steal. And then the foul by Yaya Daiko. Montgomery, nice crossover move. Shooting practice three for Phillips, and he hits it. DeMarcus Phillips has shown his range a few times today. As Team 1 retakes the lead by 3. Inside, kicks this one out to Daiko. Daiko stops under the basket. He's able to get the friendly roll. 20-19 in favor of Team 1, leading this first half with 3:40 left to go. Swinging around the timeline, Phillips in the near side corner. Phillips attacks. He comes up short with it. Rebounded and ahead. Here's Aiden Brown. Brown attacking the basket. Too strong off the back arm. Torres has numbers. 4-on-3 essentially. Torres forces up his shot as he's essentially fading away and extends the lead back up to 3. Fadeaway shot after he briefly lost the handle was Hyzier Davis. Cuts it back down to 2, rather 1. 3:05 left to go in this first half. Here's Frazier. Frazier going behind the back. Kicks it out to Hill. Hill has this one stripped away. It'll stay Team 1 basketball. Hill inbounds. Montgomery. At the top, now to Torres. Torres gets the screen, was looking for the roll, nothing there. Thought about shooting the 3, was Hill. Hill then attacks, off glass, no good, but blocking foul called on the shot attempt. So Mark Hill at the line. He's able to get the first shot to go. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Team 2. Still a 2-point game. Inside, Williams, and he's fouled on the layup attempt. Right, that's Aiden Brown. Aiden Brown listed at 6'4", averages 5 points per game along with 5 rebounds. It's short at the free throw line. And in games like these, folks, running clock as he misses both free throws. Oh, splitting between defenders. Montgomery with a nice English off the glass. 25-21 in favor of Team 1. 56 seconds left to go in this first half. Nearly got away with the travel, and they are going to call travel. Thought they were going to call the foul on the possible reaching. Torres on the far side. Torres sees daylight. No one down low. He has this one stripped away on the jump shot attempt, and it'll stay Team 1 basketball. 34 seconds and counting. Inbounding is Montgomery. They give it to Frazier on the near side block. Hook shot is good. We've seen Frazier with a nice few looks and moves in this first half. And Team 1 trying to get a shot off right before the end of the half. 10 seconds left to go on the game clock. Montgomery at the top, swings it. Near side corner for 3. That one no good. Possibly the last shot of this first half. And that will do it for the first half as Team 1 leads this one 27-21. And some players to mention from Team 1 from that scoring frenzy. Darius Frazier, a few buckets from Luis Torres. Montgomery we've seen had a few nice inside moves and, of course, some shooting from DeMarcus Phillips to make this game a 27-21 ball game as we go in to the second half. About a 2-minute break here, folks. Game one of 5 throughout the day. We'll be right back after this 2-minute intermission. Second half action here from Emotep Charter High School with me, Lloyd Wilson, getting set for the second half. Team 1 leading this one by 6, 27-21. Frazier, Hill, Okibata, Montgomery, and Torres to start off the second half for Team 1. Davis, Brown, Hawkins, Dennison, and Williams to start off for Team 2 in the second half. So foul will be called on Hawkins as it will send Montgomery to the line for the first time this morning. Montgomery comes up short, the left-hander two-guard. Montgomery goes to Abraham Lincoln High School. He's actually listed here as a point guard. Makes the second to be one of two. Step back three, that one too strong. Rebounded by Williams. Williams gives it now to Brown, top of the key. He hits nothing. Another offensive rebound for Team 2. Fadeaway shot, fouled on the arm from Luis Torres. As Talon Hawkins at the line for 2. Hawkins goes to the city school, standing at 5'10", comes up short in that first free throw attempt, plays the 1 and the 2, and has been player of the game for his school 4 different times. Second shot is pure. Makes this a 6-point ball game in favor of Team 1. Frazier on the far side. Shadowed by Davis, but then we'll see what the call is. So they say the foul will be on Davis. Hajir Davis goes to Winslow Township High School, averages 14, 6, and 1. And it was also second team all conference. Far side, getting to work and getting busy is Hawkins, and another steal, or rather a steal on the inbound. That one was made by Hajir Davis. Okibata loses his footing on the ground, kicks it out to Torres. Torres picks up his dribble inside to Frazier. Frazier essentially turns right around and comes up short on the hook shot. Skip pass ahead. Inside is Davis. Davis at the top of the key. Long range three. Bottom. It's a three-point game as here is the steal. Inside, and this one comes up short. Looking for a foul. Nothing there. Hawkins slow to get back. Inside. Dumps it down to Okibata. Okibata takes his time. Inside and the foul. And a great dump off by the point guard in Mark Hill. So Okibata at the line with an opportunity to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Can extend this lead with the extra shot, and he's not able to. As the players are kind of confused on what was happening after the shot. It's like they weren't aware that he made the and-one play. And a nice attempt to get inside. Somehow still finding the basketball was Jabril Dennison. Makes this a one-point game, 30-29. Inside with his offhand, Malachi Montgomery. I always have a thing for players that use the offhand. It's not the easiest thing in the world. On the attack, going behind the back. Mid-range jump shot, no good from Dennison. And then has this one nearly stolen away, and it is stolen away. Hawkins comes up short and air ball. Montgomery inside, attacks and tries to use some jelly off the backboard with his offhand. Comes up short. Dennison on the attack, skips through, and that one knocked away. Last touch, they say, by Dennison. Substitutions being made as for Team 2 coming into the game is McNair, as well as Yaya Daiko. Sitting down is Malachi Montgomery. His replacement, DeMarcus Phillips, who we have seen shoot a nice few good drum shots. As on the attack was Frazier. Frazier on the ground for a brief moment as they're trying to give him an opportunity to get up. Frazier seems to be okay. Phillips comes to get it on the near side wing. Bumps off his defender, and they say offensive foul. They said that chicken wing arm extended a little bit too far for the referee's liking. Hajir Davis, shadowed by Torres. Torres, all him like white on rice, and then Torres gets the swat. But they say a foul on Torres as well. Hajir Davis at the charity stripe for 2. Able to get the friendly roll on the first one. Again, this is a guy that averages 14 points and 6 rebounds a game. So Davis can definitely score in bunches as he hits the second free throw to make this a one-point game. Torres on the attack. And Torres is looking for the reach-in foul. But they say he walked. Here's Davis, hand off to Dennison. Dennison, long range three, straight on. That one no good, rebounded by Frazier. Frazier on the far side, nearly carried as it got caught on his hip pocket. Inside, this one no good. Frazier out of nowhere, able to get the offensive rebound, but fouled on his way going up. Darius Frazier goes to Hill Freedom High School at the two-guard position. Averages a double-double. 15 points and 10 rebounds a game. Misses the first free throw. Also averages 2 steals and nearly 2 blocks per game. This is a guy that can fill up the stat sheet. Both shots go awry. Frazier comes up with it. Frazier on the attack, puts his shoulder down, puts up a shot, no good, and he's fouled, going right back to the charity stripe. I mean, we did just say this guy averages a double-double. Somehow he just found the basketball in the middle of the lane. Team 1 still holds the lead by 1, 32-31. In a tight game with 12 minutes left to go in the second half. First free throw on the second try at the charity stripe in the same possession. Comes up short. Frazier takes his time and he misses all 4. Dennison with the ball on the far side, attacking the lane, inside, right-hand layup is good. And Team 2 retakes the lead for the second time this morning. Frazier on the far side, crossing over, mid-range shot over 2 defenders. Torres with the rebound, the smallest guard on the court. Stand still, three-point shot is good from the top of the key. DeMarcus Phillips with his third 3 of the afternoon. Davis trying to get busy, steps through the lane, no good, and he's also called for a travel. Torres tries to inbound this one to Phillips. Phillips getting triple teamed essentially, and it'll still stay Team 1 basketball. Two guards went to go get the basketball. Coming up with it is Phillips, though. Behind the back. Swings it now to Frazier at the top of the key. Frazier going between the legs, crossing over, attacks with the left hand. It's good. Darius Frazier. We already know he can fill up the stat sheet. And getting called for a carry, something you don't normally see in a game. It's rarely called. Substitutions being made by both teams, as Hawkins will come in, along with McNair. And Darius Frazier will take a seat. His replacement is Montgomery. Torres inside, dumps it down. And the shot from 10 feet away is good by Mark Hill. Dennison by himself. He stops, he pops, and he drills. Jabril Dennison cuts the deficit now down to 6. Montgomery, who just rechecked into the game, gives it to Torres to the top of the key. He picks up his dribble, swinging around the timeline. Hill, and it looks like he was looking for Okibata on the near side, or rather the far side. Nothing there. And then the underhand scoop layup is no good by Dennison. But he was fouled on his way going up. Some miscommunications, though, by Team 1 on that last possession. And it's bound to happen when you're pretty much slapped together with teammates. As Dennison drills the first one. But still, pretty much with 2 teams, as the second shot is good from Dennison, with 2 teams pretty much being slapped together in one day, it's a really good game. Only a 4-point game. Team 1 still with the lead. Here's Phillips. Phillips getting the screen from Hill. Fadeaway shot from Phillips. No good. Ahead to Dennison. And that one blocked from behind from Phillips. But getting right back is Dennison. He puts it right back up and in to tie the game at 39. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery Stops, gives it to now Hill. Hill stuck in his traps into the corner. Tried to dump it down to Okibata and has that one stripped away. Dennison essentially 3-on-1. Left hand, scoop hand, layup is good. Team 2 retakes the lead. Montgomery attacks, and he has this one blocked, and Dennison puts his hands up in confusion. But Montgomery able to put his shoulder down and draw the contact. So Montgomery has an opportunity to tie this one up. Back up at 41. Drills the first one, awaiting the second. Montgomery drills 2 free throws, tie this game up at 41 apiece. 7:23 left to go in this ball game. They're going to call walk on Hawkins. Torres in the backcourt goes to get it. On the far side is Hill. Hill gets the screen from Torres. Hill attacks, goes behind the back, stuck, forces up a shot. Fadeaway is good. Mark Hill at 5'11", not afraid to go in there with the trees. Dennison, a tree himself, standing at 6'4", almost loses the handle. Williams spins, up-handed layup is good, and one. Oh, what a shot from Hassan Williams standing at 6 feet. Now that's a highlight I would like to put on my own tape. As he's able to complete the three-point play. Williams, who came out the game earlier in that first half, a little gimpy, he seems to be doing just fine, as this one's going to be called for a walk in Montgomery. Team 2 retakes the lead only by 1, 44-43, 6 minutes left to go in this ballgame. McNair, one in the screen. And then not aware was Dyko with the pick and roll, and it'll be an easy 2 on the other end for Team 1 as they retake the lead by 1. Dennison attacks inside, opposite hand on the left side rather, to get that one up and in. So Dyko to inbound this. It gives it to McNair. 2 players go to the same side. McNair able to cross over. Dyko on the far side. Loses the handle. Still goes in. Floater is no good. Dennison comes up with it. Who hands it now to Hawkins in the corner for 3. That's no good. But here's Dennison inside with the layup. Another offensive rebound and layup for Team 2. They now lead this game by 3, 48-45. 5 minutes left to go. Even with a clock malfunction, both teams still continue to play. So substitutions being made as the clock is getting adjusted. Dyko will take a seat, and his replacement for Team 2 will be Hajir Davis, as Mark Hill will take a seat, and Frazier comes back into the game. Dennison, who has been cooking all game and continues to do it, this time from three-point range, extends the lead now to 6, 51-45. Torres inside, that one too strong, almost got his own rebound, skip pass ahead. Dennison, who else would it be? And he gets the jump. The jam and the dunk. It's nothing but junk. As inside and fouled on the layup attempt is Montgomery. And Jabril Dennison put it on a clinic, but it's really not a surprise. Again, we've been talking a little bit about him throughout the game with his bio. Dennison now with the basketball, standing at 6'4". Dennison sprays this one out. Stands still three. That one comes up short. Torres comes up with the basketball. Torres 4-on-1. Torres not aware of it though, but fouled on the court. Torres had a 4-on-1, but didn't know about it. Didn't have his head up. Okibata now gives it to Frazier. Frazier, long range three. That one no good. Fighting for the rebound and almost came away with it was Phillips. In the corner for three. That one is drilled by Hajir Davis. And for Team 2, who pretty much trailed all game, has stormed out here in the second half in a hard foul by Lasan Williams as he met Phillips at the rim. A 10-point turnaround as these two teams were tied up at one point. Again, pretty much having the lead all throughout the game, especially in that first half, was Team 1. But Team 2, just like their number, it's a tale of two halves. Phillips nails both free throws with 2:23 left to go, 56-47 in favor of Team 2. Ahead, and Williams all by himself, slicing in between the defense, and Williams that's Aiden Brown on the follow-up to clean up the trash. Inside with the jam! Highlight play, Malachi Montgomery. And taking a business decision to get out the way was Brown. On the far side, spraying his own three, Jabril Dennison. He hit one from the near side wing and then now does it from the far side as this one last touch off the leg of Montgomery. 61-49 in favor of Team 2. Here's Brown and being shadowed and defended well by Mark Hill. Rather, that's Phillips. Phillips with the hustle play, still fighting to the very end. And then spraying a three, even with all that defensive effort was Aiden Brown. 1:16 left to go in this game. And Team 2 has stormed all the way back. And folks, if you're going to be watching this, Team 2 trailed at one point 13-2. Talk about a tale of two halves. Brown rushes it up the court, inside. Game 2 is scheduled to tip off around 11 a.m. As Team 2 is going to take this one in commanding fashion. Again, a tale of two halves. They were down as the slam dunk attempt is too strong from Dennison, but Dennison finished the game very strongly. Team 2 stormed back in this game after being down by as near as 10. And Williams tried to do a dunk himself, and Dennison on the other end with the final layup to make this game, if they're going to count it, which they are, a 66-49 score. Team 2 blew this one up in the second half. As we gear up for Game 2 of the morning, tip-off around 11 a.m. As our player of the game for Team 2, without a doubt, is Jabril Dennison. The other side is Malachi Montgomery. Both teams had a great game to finish it off. Game 2 tipping off in just a few moments.